Hello everyone, welcome back to the Student Arcs Network. It's Ryan here. I hope you enjoyed the last vlog that we did with UCI's Pre-Pharmacy Society with their Pre-Pharmacy Day. Today I'm going to bring you another great networking event called Southern California Pre-Pharmacy Symposium, which is hosted by USC this year. So currently I'm at USC, not the School of Pharmacy, but the main campus to attend the event. Follow along with me, and I hope you enjoy this vlog.
I also supervise the clinical staff pharmacist, so I'll talk a little bit about how I can move to that role also, really managing some of our preceptors and the state connect clinics as well. Okay, and at any time you have questions, please feel free to raise your hand and ask me anything you want. Okay, all right, next slide. Okay, so really just two main simple objectives during my talk today. First one is really just to share my personal path, my career journey, and I hope that you'll all find something that you can relate to, maybe to help you start thinking about how you might want to.
School of Pharmacy. She is currently the Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, as well as a Professor of Clinical Pharmacy. She will be talking to us today more about managing meds, so please give a warm round of applause.
Thank you. Can you hear me all?
Yes.
Yeah? Look at back rows, all thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you so much. Go ahead and go to the next slide. So I'm here to talk about managing meds. And this is a big topic because if you look at this, medications are the most commonly used.
So it's halftime talk right now. We've just gone through the first set of workshops with Dr. Carrie Franson as well as another KGF professor who went through a little bit about medication management as well as like some pathophysio for diabetes. I just decided to kind of walk around today. I mean, it's my first time here at USC main campus, so maybe I should take some shots and hopefully you see how beautiful this place is.
The Associate Dean for Admissions and Outreach and a Professor of Clinical Pharmacy at UCSD. We have Dr. Carrie Franson, the Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs and a Professor of Clinical Pharmacy at USC. Johnny Lacey, the Admissions Outreach Representative at PGI. Steve Lee, an Associate Professor of Pharmacy at Rosemary.
I'm at the end, sorry.
Dr. Eric Gupta, the Assistant Dean, External Relations, and Associate Professor of Pharmacy Practice and Administration at Western University. Mike Spielman, the Director of Admissions and Recruitment at the University of Washington. And although she's not on the screen, Megan Nguyen will also be joining us. She is the Associate Dean of Student Affairs at UC Irvine.
Once again, thank you so much for coming out today. I'll be moderating this event, so if anyone has any questions.
Quality Sciences, which is housed
Sciences. I'm a first-year student, and I've always wanted to be a scientist since I was a little kid. And in high school, I was looking into like the medical field. And when it was time to go to college and pick a major, I decided to go with biology. And I thought I was researching careers, and I found pharmacy. I didn't really know much about it. I just knew like the community sector. And so when I went to UCR, I decided to join UCR's Future Fields, where I learned a lot about the different pathways in pharmacy. And actually, at SCPPS 2 years ago, there was a presentation from an ambulatory care pharmacist. And after hearing him speak, it totally ignited me to go into that path. And so I'm now in pharmacy school, and I'm really excited to be here on the other side now as a pharmacy student.
Hi, my name is Karen Mai, and I am a first-year student at UCI School of Pharmacy. I was drawn to pharmacy because it really tied together my passion for science and medicine, as well as my passion for education. Pharmacists are, the primary medical resource for the medications, and they teach not only their patients but also their colleagues as well. So I really saw pharmacy as an opportunity to teach others about what I'm passionate about.
Hello there, my name is Shannon. I'm a year 2 student at UCSD's pharmacy school, and I wanted to do pharmacy basically in high school, where I Googled jobs in chemistry. I saw pharmacy, I picked that. Then I went to my undergrad, I got a job as a pharmacy technician, and that's where I was really exposed to pharmacy. And initially I hated my job. I didn't want to do pharmacy, I wanted to switch out of it, but I stayed, I got good at my job, then I saw the beauty that comes with pharmacy, and that's creating a community with patients, helping patients understand their medication, and just get a lot calmer after a big change in their lives, and I really fell in love with that aspect of it all.
Hi everybody, my name is Grace. I'm also a PG student at UC San Diego. The reason I chose pharmacy is I also worked in pharmacy since like high school. I was just like a clerk and then worked my way up to a tech, and from there to college, and I was just really interested in like health sciences in general, right? I feel like a lot of us kind of like just like, I want to go into medicine, like I don't really know what part of medicine. So I did some rotations through UCLA because I went to Loyola Marymount just down the street from here. I rotated through UCLA, and I realized that pharmacy really brought together all the parts of medicine that I really loved without all the parts of medicine that I really didn't love, that I found when I went rotating at UCLA. So it's, I have such an interest in like the curing of disease, right? That's kind of where I think was like, I have so much interest in like curing problems that people have, but no interest in diagnosing said problems. So that's like exactly where pharmacy falls in line for me.
So hi everyone, my name is Claire, and I'm a current P3 student from UCSF, so I'm in my last year. And I chose pharmacy because I felt like it allowed me to combine pretty much everything that I was interested in. I like that in pharmacy I can still help people, but I can incorporate teaching. There's so much teaching because you always have students around in pharmacy. I like to be involved in research. My background is actually as a master's student, so when I was taking a long time to decide, I took a long time to decide. I did computer science for 2 years, and then all of a sudden decided that I hated it a lot and did not want to do it, and then switched to bio, didn't know what I wanted to do, did a master's, and then through that is where I did a lot of teaching and research, and I knew that pharmacy I could do both of those things, and so that's kind of what led me to this point. And at this point, I'm leaning towards going into working in acute care, specifically with an interest in oncology.
Hi everyone, my name is Agatha Yabato. I'm also a graduating P3 from the University of California, San Francisco. Hi, Nicole. So for why pharmacy for me, actually different from everyone else. I was an environmental science major when I went to UCI for undergrad, and I knew I wanted to do healthcare, I just didn't really know which part of healthcare. So it's kind of like listing my options, okay, PA, nurse, PT, pharm, and I had the opportunity to become a pharmacy technician at a retail pharmacy, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is kind of cool. But it wasn't until I became a pharmacy technician for an ambulatory care pharmacy for Optum RX that I really saw how we could be clinical pharmacists. That's what really drew me into pharmacy ultimately. And also just the patient interaction, kind of similar, being able to help patients without having to diagnose them. I'm kind of seeing like the little small parts that doctors or nurses may have missed. It's like a really nice niche, and I think that's what really why I enjoy pharmacy so much. Thank you.
have Dr. Garcia from Marshall B. Ketchum University to speak with us today, talking about the mock interviews that happened today's SCPPS. Dr. Garcia, how are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me, Ryan.
So how did that mock interview workshop went?
Yeah. I think the mock interview workshop went great. We had many of our pharmacy students from Marshall B. Ketchum University come act as mock interviewers for the students here. We set them up in different rooms to be able to do mock interviews 2 to 1, 2 pre-pharmacy students, 1 of our pharmacy students. We had a list of very common pharmacy questions that we asked them, and then we gave them 5 minutes of feedback in order for them to learn like what to do, what not to do during their interviews.
Yeah, that sounds great. And obviously, we didn't record that because we want to make sure there's no anxiety for the students. Like they probably don't want to get recorded. But anyways, how do you feel about today's event today?
Yeah, so today's event I thought went great. All of the students that were here today, I think, worked really well. You can tell that some were a little nervous, but as I always say, it's also better to get these nerves out now rather than on your interview day. And all of our students tried to be as supportive and gave a lot of constructive criticism as possible. The one thing is that our students also really enjoy being able to help and mentor out the students. So I think on both ends, your guys' end and on our end, we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, all right. Last but not least, anything for the audience today?
Yeah, I would say for the audience, for those of you who are preparing for pharmacy interviews, the one thing to just remember is be yourself, right? Because I think that everyone wants to be, or try to be as perfect as they want to be, try to be the perfect pharmacy candidate, but you can only be the most perfect you. So come in, do your homework, do your preparation, but we want to see who you are as a person and bring that into the interviews.
Tanya. I'm a third-year student at Cal State Long Beach. I'm studying molecular cell biology and physiology. And for this year, I was one of the ambassadors for SCPPS, and I'm also the president of my pre-pharmacy club.
Hi, my name is Joanna. I am currently a 4th-year chemistry major at Cal Poly Pomona. Right now, I currently serve as one of the ambassadors for SCPPS, as well as the president for Pre-Pharmacy Society, SCPP. I think my favorite part about this event was the MBKU mock interview. This is our first time doing it, and a lot of students were able to gain a lot of feedback and as well as interview tips, something that I hope that everyone will get a chance to do in the future.
My favorite part of today's event were the pharmacy school panel and the student pharmacist panel as well, because you got to see different perspectives and hear advice, both from the admissions officers and from current students as well. And then also everyone has something different to bring to the table, which made the event a whole lot more interesting and very special.
Hi, my name is Nicole Chung. I'm a 3rd-year neurobiology major at UCSD. I am one of the SCPPS ambassadors as well as the ambassador for my respective pre-pharmacy society.
Hello everyone, my name is Trieu. I'm a 3rd-year biology major at Cal Poly Pomona. This year I serve as SCPPS ambassador, and I'm also serving as a historian.
Hi, my name is Lina, and I am a pharmacology and drug development major at USC. I am this year's SCPPS ambassador.
My favorite part of today's event was definitely the admissions panel. It was really great to see the outreach directors and the deans of admission in person and to really get a feel for how much they love their program and their school.
My favorite part would be just meeting with all of our speakers during check-in, and they were able to give us good feedback, and they were really enthusiastic to be a part of our event, which we're really grateful for. And we're so glad we got so many good networking events happening today, and so that's my favorite part.
My favorite part of the event was to getting to know everyone, especially the ambassadors, because we have been working on this for so long now, and being able to put it out on the table in person is amazing. Just seeing the students as well who are participating, seeing their interest in pharmacy really inspired me to continue doing what I'm doing and continue the SCPPS next year. So yeah.
Hi.
out to SCPPS 2022-2023. It has been a very long year. We're finally glad to have this event in person. We're so glad that you guys all came out. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Wanted to give a final thank you to all of the speakers and students that we had to help come celebrate this event with you guys. If you guys can give please a warm round of applause to all the SCPPS ambassadors that have helped you out with today.